Craft beer in the city of Memphis. First started with Bosco's, and they wanted to start distributing their beer. They realized that they can't sell Bosco's beer in other restaurants.
Bosco's it's a microbrewery. It's technically a brew pub. So Chuck Skypeck, first got us going, and it's been carried over by the Fine Stones today. But yeah, we're the first microbrewery in Tennessee, and being a part of that legacy is kind of fun. We have 4 styles that we always have on tap, which is going to be our Flaming Stone, also our Bombay IPA, the Scottish Ale, Isles Guy Scottish Ale, and the Midtown Brown. And then we also have 4 seasonals, which we kind of get to play around with as far as the weather goes. Winter's coming up, so we're going to have some awesome porters.
I love a good smooth porter. It just reminds me of like the fall and winter.
I know. Wrap me up in a blanket.
I know.
Our Oktoberfest is on tap right now, which is nice and malty. And summer comes around, we'll go for lighter flavors like our Hefeweizen, which has won a few awards over at the Great American Beer Festival. As far as what we decide to brew, it just kind of goes upon what are we feeling, what do we want to taste, and also we get a lot of feedback from our customers. That's one thing I enjoy about having a brew pub environment is I can just walk out my door and talk to the guys that are in here every day drinking my beer, helping people out with awesome beer.
Something that you worked on yourself. It's like, all right, you show off your craft and what you've done, that you worked hard at that, and it's also given to a good cause to bring people out for that cause.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They realized that they can't sell Bosco's beer in other restaurants, which spawned off into Ghost River Brewing, which was one of the first actual distributing breweries in the city of Memphis.
Into our expansion, we want to grow as large as our demand is, but we don't want to grow so fast that we sacrifice quality for quantity. So in other words, we want to make sure that our growth is controlled in such a way that we don't have to cut any corners to sell more beer. We want to make sure we continue to make the quality beer that we make. Within the last 18 months, I think we've had a few more breweries open up. So the Memphis craft beer scene is definitely on the rise. And rather than be kind of intimidated or afraid of competition in the craft beer industry, we welcome all of that. We welcome the innovation of more breweries because everybody's doing something different. And for craft beer to take a bigger portion of the market means that everyone in craft beer wins.
Followed by that was then people like High Cotton and Memphis Made Brewing, which all kind of came around in about a 1.5 year time span, which really expanded Memphis, and I noticed an actual boom with craft beer in the city of Memphis. One of my favorite breweries in Memphis is the High Cotton Brewing and Memphis Made Brewing, strictly because of their Rockbound IPA and High Cotton. When you go to their brewery, they're always doing something very different and unique. We're right here in front of the Tennessee Brewery, right here in Memphis, Tennessee, which was the first brewery in the city back in 1890 and closed in 1947. Their #1 product was Goldcrest 51, which will be at this year's Taste of Flavors. I came up with Taste of Flavors because I wanted to come up with an innovative way to give back to the community while helping out a cause. The Sickle Cell Foundation of Tennessee has not really reached other demographics I maybe noticed in the community. And by pairing it with craft beer, it gives a way to expose the foundation to a new demographic while at the same time exposing craft beer to a new demographic as well.
Taste of Flavors, opportunity for us to educate our community about the various techniques of craft brewing in the Mid-South. but at the same time gives us an opportunity to provide education to individuals other than the African American community about sickle cell disease. And we think this is an excellent partnership, and it's going to broaden and build our capacity on awareness and education in the Mid-South community.
Why I think craft brewing has really been very popular recently is because, or at least across the country, because it's just every town has only a handful of them. It's not like there's dozens of craft breweries. I mean, Memphis only has 4, and we're pretty much the newest. So it's just a lot of excitement kind of goes around that. So. Also, the beers tend to take on a little bit of the character of the places in which they're brewed, and I think each city is going to have its own character, and it's going to show up in the beer that's produced by local breweries. And it's fun for people because they get to try different beers all the time, and they get to try stuff in Memphis that people in other parts of the state or country can't get regularly.
My wife and I moved back in 2010 and started working with our partner to get the brewery open, and there was already good things going on. You got Bosco's, you got Ghost River, and a couple of there was clearly, pun intended, a thirst for more. And I think it's pretty obvious that more people saw that because we had 3 breweries open up within a 1-year span.
But yeah, I mean, as far as the recipe goes, it's all stuff that I've come up with, and some of them are things that I've brewed on and off for years, and some of them we just kind of make up as we go along.
As we open the tap room, hopefully later this month, then we're going to have even more stuff going on, and that probably means eventually expanding the bottle system. Be right in the middle of the brewery. We're going to have a little patio facing York. And we're just going to have a little tasting room where people can come in, just limited hours, and hang out and kind of talk with us about the beer if they want more questions. A lot of people, we get a lot of calls, probably 1 or 2 a day from people visiting Memphis. I know when I go to different cities, I like to go to check out the breweries and see what's going on, and we think a lot of people are going to be doing that. So we try to be active on social media, and we try to get out there for events and do stuff like Taste of Flavors and beer festivals and just different things, just to kind of get our names out there and to help causes that we believe in. So, we're growing a lot, so it's exciting. We just wanted to have more local people drinking Memphis beer.
This is one of the first giving backs that I ever did for the city. The more it grows, I feel the more the foundation will grow at the same time.